Ever since I started to work on taking control over the technology around me, when I noticed that it was sucking out my motivation and drive, and that I was spending way too much time on the internet instead of actually going for what I wanted in life. In between that time, I've spent almost 8 years of figuring out how I can take control over it. And it's so hard because the devices and apps are just getting more and more advanced. The companies are pouring more and more money into those apps and devices to make me hooked, because they earn money when I'm hooked. But they are so amazing as well, because you can use them like I am right now to reach out to so many people and share ideas and to create something. So that's why I want to take control over it instead of banishing it. And what I've realized is that the battle for the dopamine, there are so many ways and methods and techniques we can use to resist, take control of it, but the most important for the battle for the dopamine is to not go on your phone in the morning. The battle of the dopamine is won in the morning. When we wake up, we have our phone as alarms, and our phone is just on our bedside table or in our beds even. And then we take the phone and we use that in the morning to wake us up, and we start to scroll or something. I at least did that. I know a lot of people do that. And that is when the battle is won, because then you start to deplete your dopamine levels already early in the morning. So when you sit down for the tasks you want to do, you've already used your focus, your energy that was supposed to go into something else, and your curiosity, your excitement of working at something has then been dissipated from scrolling on the internet, reading about something. So I figured out this after a lot of trial and error and noticing stuff in myself, and then of course doing research. And I kind of made this diagram that I used to follow throughout the day if I want to have a good day, if I want to have a productive day, if I want to make that day the best I can, and align it with my internal mechanisms. I made this kind of chart here. You can see I'm very good at drawing, but here we have the beginning of the day. This begins at the top here. You can look at it like this, or you can look at it like this. But we have the most focus, and then in the morning, and that's when we are focusing on the most similar task and the most single task, I mean. And then we can dissipate our focus throughout the day. So let's say for me, this is when I do my most important task. I don't go on my phone. I don't use my dopamine in the morning. I just sit down straight to my computer and I start working. If you have a regular job, regular day job, that means not going on your phone before you get to your job and start to do the most important thing. Same with school. And then throughout the day, you can then dissipate your focus and start to do other activities that are more highly stimulating and involves more rapid change. So that for me, for example, would be checking emails. It's happening later in the day, and going on X and interacting with people, talking to the clients I'm helping, that kind of stuff. This is more of a later approach, because then I don't have that singular focus of really focusing in on one thing, because I've used up the dopamine early, and I get less and less focused and more distracted throughout the day. So then I use that to my advantage. And yeah, you know, I can evolve this even more, but you get the gist of it. Win the battle of the dopamine in the morning. Put your phone outside your bedroom. Get an alarm clock that's a regular alarm clock you can set for you to wake up. Put your phone, outside the bedroom, and find the spot where you put it every night before you go to bed. Then go to sleep just staring up into the ceiling with your lights off, falling asleep, waking up, and you know that you have to wake up and go to that phone for you to get out of your bed. And then, even then, don't start scrolling, but wait until later in the day. That's my message. If you want to know more about me or how I can help you to overcome your addiction to technology and social media, to become the version of yourself that you're meant to be, and reach your potential, then you can click in the link in the description and I can talk to you more there. I'm Francis Drake. Goodbye.